3 apps you can use in the coming year to supercharge your thesis progress. Hi, I'm Gabby from mythesiscoach.com, and today I want to share with you 3 really awesome apps that I think have the potential to supercharge thesis progress. But not just that, I've finished my thesis, I do academic writing, and I know I'm going to be using these a lot in the coming year. So let's start off with number 1, which is a new site that I've discovered called Perlego. It's been around for a little bit. There you can see the URL on the screen. And Perlego is an online lending library for academic texts. Now, how awesome is this? I know when I need to access a particular book, or there's a particular author, say an academic author releases a new book and I really want it, I can wait for my university to get it in, but that's going to take forever. And I can order it myself, except it costs so much money. Perlego aims to solve that problem. So have a look. This is the home screen, unlock knowledge, and I can then just say what I want my book to be about. So say I decide I want this book to be about critical discourse analysis, because I love critical discourse analysis. I press enter, and then have a look at this. All these amazing books about critical discourse analysis. So you don't have to buy these books. It's a subscription system. You pay a monthly fee, but that monthly fee for the subscription is so much less than you would pay for just one of these books. And you will have access to it for as long as you need. You can use as many books as you want. And there's a beautiful built-in reader as well that allows you to highlight particular words, take notes, do all kinds of really cool things. It's also got a really powerful search function. So I am definitely going to be subscribing to Perlego this year going forward. And I recommend you check it out as well, particularly if you find it difficult to access academic texts and books as well. So that's number 1. Number 2 is something very new for me. It's called Penzu. And Penzu is really in line with one of my goals for this year, which is to free write and journal more. I know about the power of free writing as a strategy, but it's not something that I've actually used enough. So I'm going to use Penzu for that. Penzu allows you to create an online diary. It's really easy. I've just logged in and created my journal. You do your entry title. You do your entry. Today I thought about... Let's make this my thoughts on critical discourse analysis. You do that, and then once you're done, you just save it. And tomorrow I can do another one, and tomorrow I can do another one, and so on. And I foresee this being a really useful space for my academic writing. So often you have thoughts when you're on the go, I think a lot when I'm in the shower. You may think about something at a restaurant, and the cool thing about Penzu is that you can access it on any device, on the go, on cell phones as well. So it really allows you to just keep track of your ideas as you develop them. But I also think if you're doing data collection for your thesis, and you've said you're going to do memoing, if you're going to keep track, you want to make notes about your data collection journey, particularly with qualitative research, this would be a great place to just keep your reflections. And afterwards, when you go back and look at it, you can track your developing reflections. Penzu is free. There's no cost for it. It looks like there's a pro version. This one looks perfect to me, and that's definitely something I'm going to be using, and I recommend that you do too. Finally, one of my favorite sites, one of my favorite apps is called Connected Papers. I've brought up an example here of how it works. Now, Connected Papers is an amazing resource for when you're searching for literature for one of your studies. So what you do in Connected Papers is you'll start off searching for a paper. So you put in a paper that is related to the topic that you're currently reading about or researching it. So you'll just pop in the title and you click on that. And then what Connected Papers does is create this amazing kind of map of papers that are related to that paper that you shared. So if you have a look here, that was my paper that I searched for in this example. And then these are papers that are related. So it looks at citations for your paper and other papers, and it also looks at references. And it assumes that if they share a lot of entries, then the papers are going to be very similar. That's how it determines similarity. So you can see here is my map, and what I'm able to do is I can click on each of these, and you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, an abstract is popping up for that paper. So I can then go through and see, is this a paper that I actually want to read? If so, I can save it on a reading list. Now you'll see some of these dots are darker than others. The darker dots are more recent. And some of the dots are bigger than others. The bigger the dot, the more similar it is to your original paper. So this is just such a cool way to go about searching for relevant readings. And, you can do something similar, I know, on Google Scholar when you look at citations for each paper, and you can go and do that, but it doesn't create like a one-page wonder like this. The other thing that's very cool is you can also search for prior works that this paper drew on and the similar papers to it. And also derivative works. So what papers in the future, after this one was written, whenever it was written in 2005, what papers in the future cited lots of these papers on the map. So there we have it, 3 apps that I'm definitely going to be using in the coming year. And if you want to supercharge your thesis process, I recommend you do the same. Remember to subscribe to my page, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.